Hi, and welcome to Amazon's Virtual Kids Week. My name is Cynthia, and I'm an instructor at Pratt Fine Arts Center in Seattle, a community art center that works with Amazon. Today we'll be creating stretchy bead bracelets. I'm an enrolled citizen of the Comanche Nation. That's a Native American tribe in Oklahoma. Beads mean a lot to Native Americans, and we use them in many ways. On items we use in ceremony, to make gifts for giveaways, jewelry, and on our regalia. Regalia is what we call the clothes we wear to dance at powwows. Stretchy bracelets aren't a traditional Native American craft, but it's a great way for people from all backgrounds to love and appreciate beads as much as I do. For this project, you'll need some stretchy cord, beads, and scissors. You don't need to have, but it's nice to have a measuring tape, some kind of clips, glue, and a big eye needle. A big eye needle has a really wide opening that makes it easy to thread this wide stretchy cord. If you don't have a big eye needle, you can use a sewing needle and a little bit of thread. Just tie a loop and you're ready to go. Stretchy cord comes in different colors and widths. This is a clear, but I'm going to use a darker color so it'll show up on camera better. It's also a 1 millimeter, which is the biggest size, and it's just easier to work with for little hands. There are so many different kinds of beads. Here's some check glass fire polish beads. You might already have some plastic pony beads from other projects. Since glass can break, let's use these plastic beads in fun colors. If you have a measuring tape, you can measure your wrist. Mine is about 6 inches. So then take your measurement and triple it. 1, 2, 3. Or if you know multiplication, you can just do 6 times 3. Mine is 18. If you don't have a measuring tape, you can just use your fingers to measure your wrist. There's more than one way to do this. You can use one of your clips on the end while you start stringing your beads. That way they won't fall off as you're stringing. If your hands are little and you're just learning how to tie knots, or if you are working with a caregiver whose hands might hurt, this is a great way to help you tie your knots after you've strung all your beads on. So we'll start by stringing one bead on and doing a double knot. A double knot is just like when you're tying your shoes. Go through the loop, give it a little tension, do the same thing again. Give it a little tension. This just has to be tight enough so it's not going to slip off and your beads fall off. We're going to cut it off at the end. I'm going to use my big eye needle and just start stringing up some beads. So now I'm just going to string up some beads. If you want to make a pattern with your beads, you can lay them out in the order that you want, but I'm just going to go big, small. So now you can check for fit. I measured my wrist at 6 inches. I'm going to add about 2 inches on for these beads. So I'll add a few more on. Okay, that looks like a nice length. Now we're going to do on this end, like we did with this end, and just tie a bead on the end with a double knot. These little beads act like handles to help us tie our knots. Before we finish our bracelet, give your cord a little stretch so it doesn't stretch out when you're wearing it. We're going to finish off our bracelet with 2 knots, an overhand knot and a surgeon's knot. An overhand knot is just one over the other like you're tying your shoes. Pull until the 2 edges meet. Then we'll do our surgeon's knot. Go through the loop once, go through the loop twice. Then we can give it a little tension. Now we can pull this a little bit tighter. Tighten up that knot. Now let's check and see how we did. Ooh, looks pretty good. I think it's gonna hold. If you have some glue, you can put a little dot on there. Now let's just give that glue a minute to dry. All right, it looks good. I'm gonna test my knot. I think it's holding. I'm gonna try to pull that knot inside that bead to hide it. You've got your two tails coming out. And just for fun, I'm gonna do one more surgeon's knot where you go through the loop and through the loop. Now you can cut off your tails. Hide that knot. You've got a bracelet. You did it! You made a stretch bracelet. In some Native American traditions, it's customary when you learn to make something new, you give the first one away. I'll give this to my neighbor who likes to climb my tree. Think she'll like it? I hope so. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your Amazon Virtual Kids Week.